have a bit of a tummy, like Madonna when she did Lucky Star.
Madonna can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. She's a dick.
It's a Madonna pap smear.
Garth, we're in Madonna's bedroom.
Hello and welcome to We Will Rank You, the podcast where we express ourselves while ranking songs on a selected album from least favorite to very favorite, justifying our love the entire time until one lucky star is crowned the best song. Get your groans out. Go ahead. I just had to get that out of the way. Let's go.
Promise?
Come on, guys. It can only get better from there. Going around the horn here today with us, we've got Feeling Shiny and New. We've got Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Me. Brand shiny and brand spanking new.
We've got the original Material Boy, Jim.
How do you look at lyrics on Spotify? That's what I'm trying to figure out while you're talking. Keep going.
Okay. You might catch a couple references. And a guy who I'm told gives good face, Adam.
Wow.
You can't see me striking a pose in podcast land. I don't know. Too legit to quit. What is that one?
We're recording it. We'll get them up someday on the Patreon.
Okay.
That's right. Just in time. And me, Dan, who is once again dreaming of San Pedro. All right. If I have not made it painfully obvious by now, the album tonight we are ranking, well, the artist, first of all, is Madonna. We are finishing our run of 4 greatest hits albums. This has been an awesome run. I've loved every one of these. And I chose her 1990 greatest hits album, the perfectly titled The Immaculate Collection. Unbelievable.
There's your pun.
Yeah, fits the rest of the intro. It came out in November of 1990, which interestingly, at this point, is probably maybe the halfway point of her career. She's put out plenty of albums since then. Had no idea of this when I chose it. According to Wikipedia, which everything's true, it is the best-selling compilation by a solo artist ever.
Wow.
What?
I had no idea. No idea.
All right.
And one of the best-selling albums of all time. Yeah, Prince split it up over 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Well, 3 if you count the B-sides.
Selling over 30 million copies, including one to me. It's also made a ridiculous number of lists. This totally surprised me. So it basically has made Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time, which I don't know why they're putting greatest hits on.
Yeah, how can they do that?
I don't know, but it's on there. In fact, it jumped tremendously with the most recent. You know, they've done it a couple of times, and so in 2003 it was 278, and most recently in 2020 it's now up to 138. Interestingly. New York Times called it one of the definitive album releases of the century.
Jesus.
I didn't know any of this when I did it. When I picked it, NME ranked it the second best greatest hits album of all time. So anyways, it has...
And what was number 1?
What was number 1? Paul McCartney's All the Best.
Ooh, that's a good guess. Did you look it up, Dan? I did.
You did? No, fill us in.
I know. Stone Roses' debut album.
Funny.
That's the answer for any NME ranking.
No, because every other year it's Queen is Dead. No, it was Blur's greatest best of.
Oh,
really?
Can you believe that? Yep.
Yeah, that's very NME.
Sounds British.
Love it.
So, anyways, let's go around and hear each of your relationships with Madonna. I am curious if you'd heard of her before this assignment.
Oh my God.
Sam, go ahead.
So listening to this record, now that we're talking about this version, Immaculate Collection, it was immensely frustrating for me because I know these songs so well from radio, from MTV, from my sister's stereo playing everywhere. That the little or even sometimes big additions in the remixed versions had me going back and listening to the originals to make sure I wasn't misremembering and had the details right. So it was like watching George Lucas's versions, right? Like of the movies, like that changed, and in my world, Han shot first, and that little keyboard motif in Like a Virgin just is not there. But about Madonna, I had an older sister. She was 2 years older than me. So, you know, and I was born in 70, she was born in 68. So that put us, you know, I was 12 in 82 when Madonna's songs started rolling out, and my sister was 14. I mean, just smack right in the demographic. Yep. So,
so she dressed up like her, obviously.
I mean, she didn't, I don't think she did like the
Ray-Bans and
I mean, probably more the Ray-Bans, but not like the lace tops or stuff like that. But
gloves.
I mean, yeah, probably that, you know, and the, you know, just that kind of like, not punk's the wrong word, but just that like kind of off kilter sort of, you know, grown up, but not grown up, girly sort of thing. And, yeah, so, I mean, I knew all of the Madonna stuff up until, she graduated and went to college, which was 1986. My sister, not Madonna. I don't know.
I was going to ask about that.
But
that's actually what I was about to look up. But go ahead.
My sister went off to college. She graduated in 86, and so after that, I still knew of Madonna because she was just in the zeitgeist. She was all over MTV. It was probably in the 90s, like the early 90s, that I kind of started to lose touch with her output. Like after Vogue, well, actually, after Justify My Love, and we can probably talk about that if we talk about that song at all. But yeah, so, I mean, I knew of her. I know the songs, of course. Like I said, I know them all like the back of my hand. We'll leave that reference to another time. But that's where I was at. With
Jim,
Madonna.
what about you?
I'm an only child. I do not have an older sister, so this was just stuff on the radio. I'll save it for the tracks, Dan, you know, as a couple of things, but, you know, she was just everywhere. So of course I know her, but never had an album. When this album came out, I was a sophomore in college, and so I remember everybody falling back in love with this artist and this catalog. So, yeah, I remember that.
Awesome. Adam.
Well, Jim, you're the only person on this screen that didn't have a sister. And so the three of us all had sisters that probably dug her in some way, shape, or form. So,
you don't know my sister then.
Shaking of the head from Dan. Okay. Well, it was around, and you know, and this was a time where I was just sort of getting into music and thinking that music that I listened to was cool. And for a very brief period in my life, I really thought that I was a little bit cooler than people who were into top 40 music. And as Dan will recall, and Jim will probably recall, there was sort of an us versus them with some of we were very good friends, but we joked about it a lot. And in our region of Southern California, we called these people bops. So if a girl was into popular stuff, we called it bops. And so a friend of ours, Lisa Pondram, who, Dan, do not worry, she's not a guest drinker at this point, I was saying, well, what's a bop? And I said, what do you want me to write you a paper? And she said, yeah. So that's what I did. And here it is right here on a print shop dot matrix printer. If you can see, there's a girl, she's writing, I love Tom C, because she loves Tom Cruise in there. I was curious to see it, if only to see if Madonna got a mention in there, but it was mostly me talking about how horrible it was that Depeche Mode and Oingo Boingo was suddenly getting played on Top 40 radio. Like it was the worst thing in the world. And my family still thinks I'm an opinionated asshole in that respect, and I'm so not, because from then on I got to college and you'd think I'd be even more snobbier, but instead I'm so curious what other people like in any
you like fandom,
music or whatever
like
in the world.
fandom.
I'm just so curious.
Yeah.
So, you know, different strokes to each their own. But that said, it's not really my kind of music without giving it too much away. I have owned one record. I owned the music album, which my friend Karen turned me on to, and I love. And oh, you give that a 10?
I do. I love that.
Okay.
But we'll
yeah,
get
that's
to
a really good one.
I was really more just like raising my hands, like raised hand emoji, but yeah, I'll give it a 10, sure.
Right. I was part of a Madonna cover night. I think I've mentioned our undercover night that we did here for years, where we would do a different artist once a month, and I did Madonna's, and it was so fun. I had to look up pictures because I wasn't sure what I did for that, but I'll mention that in a second. But it's been interesting to remember how I felt about her, if only because I remembered this one thing that I had completely forgotten about. And you know how when you're sitting and watching your favorite movie and the person next to you doesn't like it, and they say offhanded things, and suddenly you can't like it. You can't unthink these things. Well, I can't remember if it was on a bootleg or I went and saw John Bryan and someone was just yelling out for Madonna songs. And he said, oh God, all her melodies are just the most basic thing. And he starts playing just on one key, the melody lines from all her biggest hits. And it was all like little 3-note melodies, and it completely ruined a lot of my thought about it. I'm like, wow, okay. I never really thought one way or the other if she was a good singer, bad singer or not. So it's been great listening to these songs a little more closely and thinking, oh, maybe not for a lot of stuff. And on some stuff, he's completely right.
Wow.
Interesting. So I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this.
You know, it's one of those, when I announced it last time, I basically said, you know, Jim, you said it's everywhere. You're right. I mean, it was like Oxygen if you grew up in the 80s. And I was like you, Adam, where in those early years, like those first 2 albums, I felt like to define who I was, I had to be anti-Madonna. Like, it was just like, I was into the cool stuff, and that was just like, ugh, are you kidding me? And then I have to admit, I started to break down a little bit. I didn't buy anything until this came out. Like one of you was saying, I was just kind of like, you know what? I do kind of like Madonna. Jumper, I do kind of like Madonna. Greatest hits. That's more my vibe. Yeah, that's what I said.
30 million record buyers can't be wrong.
There you go. When have they ever? And then I bought Ray of Light, and I bought music, and I actually went to the tour, Drowned World Tour in 2001. I did get invited for free, so let's not get carried away. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Crud.
And then I saw her second time at Coachella, which was a disaster because she went on super, super, super late. I mean, it was cool because she was in a tent, and that was crazy.
Oh, was that the famous throwing of the water bit?
Yeah.
Wait,
that was great. So, I loved that, actually.
Well, she only had like a 40-minute slot or something, and it was like 25 minutes in, and that was the most packed tent you've ever seen, which was the whole point. Like, and just like, you were like, I'm either going to get crushed. I don't know that this is worth it. She came out, she played 5 songs, she was done. 4 of which, maybe 3 of which were from her newest album at the time, Hung Up. So you were like, wait, what?
But what's the throwing of the water?
Oh, somebody like threw water up on stage, and it got all over stage, and she was just like in full drag queen attitude, just like, don't be throwing water on my stage. And she got down and started like wiping it up, like, you do not do this to me. And it was so great. It was really fun.
Diva mode, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways,
nobody puts Madonna in a tent.
No, that was very intentional. They wanted the thing bursting at the seams.
Intentional.
It was great. Anyways, I am very curious where your lines are and how these things get ranked. So, guys,
right. Totally have the line.
More than anything else on this one, I think I'm really curious where your line is. So, if you did not do a line, take a moment while I explain to the listener what a line is. A line is basically everything above it you truly and genuinely love. Everything below it, you could take it or leave it.
Okay, got it.
We are, while Adam's working on his line, this is like cue the Final Jeopardy music. We're going to reveal, so we've ranked them all. We're going to reveal what the average ranking was so that we get a consensus ranking on number 1 through number 17, going, of course, in reverse order, starting with our least favorite. So I'm going to reveal our least favorite right now. Let's talk about that song, and then let's talk about, we each had extra homework, which was to pick one song that we would replace it with that's not currently on the album. Had to be from that same time period, so 1990 or earlier. And so Sam gets it. Great.
Okay.
Here we go.
Can I just really quickly give you some quick facts that I looked up because it was astounding.
That's not like you to have.
You're going to do this at the top. You're not going to do it with the songs. 'Cause that's what I got. That's what I got.
I love that. I actually agree with that.
It's general facts about the album.
There we go. General facts.
Okay. So as far as the leftovers go, because I don't know how much you guys looked at what wasn't on the Immaculate collection.
Well, how do you think I picked my replacement?
Well, but okay. So first of all, you mentioned all these stats of it being top selling and on lists, but I found this one stat that was unbelievable, that she has made the most appearances on any chart ever. She had more songs on the dance chart than any artist on any chart ever. I think there was a country guy who had like 80 and she beat that, or it was something ridiculous.
Wow.
So she actually put out another compilation called Finally Enough Love, 50 number ones, because she had hit number one on the dance chart 50 times.
Jesus.
So, but as far as the songs that didn't make it on Immaculate Collection during that time period, her leftovers are bigger than almost anyone in the 80s.
You're not going to read them right now because we're probably picking from those for our replacement.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. But just so you know, of the 10 singles that she released in that period that aren't on here, the first two didn't chart on the Hot 100, but they still went to number 3 on the dance charts. Okay. So the other 7, her other 7 leftovers, one went to number 20. The other 7 were all top 10.
Jesus.
So there are 7
She's like,
top
that's
10
filler.
hits.
Those are filler.
That aren't on here. Like, this could have been more than these 17 songs,
that's
for
impressive.
sure. Of those 7, 5 of them were top 5, and includes, and I won't say which one that went to number 1. So there's a number 1 hit that isn't even on here, which is just
I think I know what
crazy
that
to me.
is.
I think I know what that is.
If we don't pick it for a replacement, we have to come back
I'll
to
mention
that.
it. Yeah. Okay. Those are my stats.
And I respect...
Could she have, like, the Jam have had 29 songs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked it if that had happened.
She could, and that was what I was thinking. Is Sam alluded to it? Is that this compilation has some remixes, and they actually were trimming the ends of songs to fit as many as they can. And there's 2 new songs, which I'm sure we'll talk about in some way, but. Years later, she released a double best of, and I can't remember what it's called. Celebration.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, she had many, many more hits. This is.
I sort of respect, the editing thing. I'm sure will come up and we'll talk more about. But I do sort of respect that they said maybe we don't throw everything on. Maybe we really kind of cut this down to like. Let's do the best of. Like, yes, I have a gajillion hits, but let's do the true best of,
Right. Well, I mean, it got me thinking about, okay, when most bands have a greatest hits, they probably only had 1 hit on each album.
Yeah,
so
totally.
they might put out like 7 albums
and sometimes
until they're ready
it's a
for
stretch,
great
right?
hits.
There's like 2 songs you've ever heard of, and there's like 12 that you're like, come on, guys. Let's not even...
But she had so many damn hits that she was like
Totally.
not putting on a number 1 hit. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's awesome. All right, here we go, guys. All of that being said, something has to be last, and it is... Jim, let's see if I do this right. It is Rescue Me.
That is the correct answer, Dan.
That is the correct answer.
I'm talking. I believe in the power of love. I'm singing, I believe that you can rescue me.
Jim says it's the correct answer, so let's start with Jim.
Oh my God! Did I have to write about this, like notes? You know, the one line I said was, "I can't even." That's it. No way.
I love it.
Are we allowed?
I would say that "I'm burning up for your love" should be on this instead of "Rescue Me." That's what I would put on.
Love
This
it.
is definitely my last place.
Adam, what do you got?
Okay, just to clarify, which we haven't talked about, for the first time ever in this episode, where Dan has kind of given us some rules to go
Well,
by.
they didn't apply to last place though, so you can
so
let
last place
loose on your last place pick.
Okay, but we haven't even mentioned the fact that.
Okay, let me tell the rule, because you're right, not all of us have it ranked dead last. So the rule that Adam's alluding to, since we have 17 songs to go through, is for most songs, and I'll get to the exceptions in a minute, you had to sum up your feelings about the song in 1 sentence only. Try to see if we can avoid some rambling stories on too many of the songs. The exceptions are your last place song, your top 5 personal songs that you ranked in the top 5, and the top 5 collective songs. Obviously, there'll be some overlap. Other than that, 1 sentence only, after which we can discuss, but just get it out. So that's what Jim just did. Even though it was last place, it comes down to I can't even, which I love. Go ahead, Adam. So that you have as much time as you want to talk about the delights of Rescue Me.
Okay, yeah, it was my last place as well. Rescue Me was one of the 2 songs that were new for this compilation. And it's not that I don't like it that much. I guess there's parts of it I don't like, but it is very average. It is very of the time. It sounds like a million other dance songs probably that were coming out around 1990. But more specifically, it sounds a lot like Power of Love by Deee-Lite in a lot of ways, which is one of my favorite albums of that era. She sings I Believe in the Power of Love, and the way she sings it almost sounds like Madonna is trying to sing like her, and there's no way that I could unhear that.
I believe in the power of love. I believe in the power of love.
The lyrics and the way she sings them are this weird, not quite rap. And she's talking, and the way she says it is ridiculous. So we get it. In its place, Jim is correct. Burning Up is
really
the fucking shit. It is the jam. It is one of my favorite songs that she ever did by far. And I always wanted to hear it maybe even more rocked up. And when she got inducted into the Hall of Fame, Iggy Pop did her songs, and he did it.
That sounds incredible.
Off, 'cause I'm on fire, and I can't quench my desire. Don't you know that I'm burning up for your love? You're not convinced that isn't enough.
It was perfect, and they're both from Michigan. I was just looking up, by the way,
good point.
Where she went to school. My dad said, "Oh, she went to University of Michigan," which is where his dad went. And I said, "I never heard that." I looked it up. Yeah, she dropped out in 1977, but she was a Wolverine. I've covered it a couple times. It's one of my favorites. So at that Madonna night, I did that, and then my other band did an 80s Heat medley. So we did Burning Up, and you want to have one quick guess? What else was in the 80s
Heat is on
medley?
The Heat is on.
Yes.
The Big Heat by Stan Ridgway.
Oh, that would have been good.
Hot. Either version, Cure or Buster Point Dexter. Burning Down the House.
That would have been better too. We did The Heat of the Moment.
Oh God!
And
great. No, that's a great song. Stop right now.
No, but we were deliberately doing ones that were like ridiculous, and Some Like It Hot, which I loved too. But anyway, that's what I got for what should be on there.
Nice. Guys, I have Rescue Me at number 17 also. Well, let's see if we have a clean sweep here. Look, here's the thing about Madonna that stops me from being a super fan. There are times that she just takes this shit a little too serious. Like, hey, you're coming on a little too heavy, Madonna. And boy, Rescue Me is that in spades. When she just... First of all, she's using a half whisper the whole time, to Adam's point. And then on top of that, she's going, I believe in the power of love. No, I might let you pass with one of those two, but you stack those two together, like, we're done. The dance music behind it, like, look, she knew how to pick a producer. There's no question about it. We'll talk more about that for sure. But here, it's just trying to rescue everything. No pun intended. And just the breathing exercises through the... I feel like she was just trying to fill space with like the breaths. It's one of those things that like try so hard to be sexy that they're just not. They're just not. A lot of fun to listen to in headphones, but that's all I will give it. Definitely number 17 for me as well. I replace it. Oh boy, Burning Up. Absolutely, 100%.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely. Best Madonna is Sweaty Dance Floor Madonna, and that totally qualifies. So, Sam, is it unanimous?
Uh-oh.
No.
Sam,
of course not.
Anvil.
Sam strikes again.
So I do have one sentence on this, but I do want to mention that Adam brought up the same. I had the same thought about Deee-Lite's Power of Love, but they were released within months of each other. So I'd be surprised if Madonna's was a legit lift. Hers came after Deee-Lite, but it was literally like
it was just in the air.
3 months.
It was in the air at the time.
I believe in the Power of Love was in the air. I don't know.
Huey Lewis was
a few years before, but anyway.
So where did you have it?
I had it at number 15. So my one sentence is, had not heard this song before we listened to this ranking, which makes sense because this was released right about the time that I didn't pay much attention to Madonna anymore.
Yep.
This one, I even owned the album and I went back and I was like, I don't remember it, which I can tell why. Sam, what would you? Oh no, so this is not your replacement. We'll get to that, right? Okay, guys.
Okay, so I do that at my last.
Yeah, well, yeah,
okay.
we don't want to hear
Got
yours
it.
until you add it.
until I talk about mine.
Rules is rules. Guys, ready to go on? This is fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
We're having fun. Kids.
In number 16, 1990, not her best year. Number 16 is Justify My
Yes, you guys are doing well. Finally.
I wanna kiss you in Paris. I wanna hold your hand in Rome. I wanna run naked in a rainstorm. Make love in a train. Cross country.
Let's go with Sam on this.
You put this in me.
And I get one sentence.
So now what?
You get one sentence.
This moved up mostly for the Wayne's World parody.
Yep, know it well. Love it. Let's go to Jim.
Okay.
What you have it at what number?
I have it at 16 out of 17, second worst on the album.
So do I.
Yeah. Starts out great, but it turns out that this is not Massive Attack with Tracy Thorn on the lyrics, so number 16.
Nice reference. Love it. Adam, what do you got?
Also number 16. Who recites someone else's love letter and calls it a song?
An artiste. I, guys, have this a bit higher at number 10.
What?
Number 10. Here's my sentence. The instrumental and backing vocals are a serious vibe, fronted by lyrics that are way more funny than sexy.
You're going to your second sentence.
That's my sentence. That's my sentence. That's my sentence. I won't add anything.
You are doing.
I won't add anything.
Can I have a follow-up question? Am I allowed to ask you a question?
Now we can discuss anything. Jim's just not going to let me do two consecutive sentences, which I appreciate. No, yeah, my point is now we can talk. Yeah, absolutely. What's your follow-up question?
Okay. Did you have sex to this song in college?
Not that I remember. This to me, it's not. It's I don't know. It's so over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so over the top.
It's interesting that both of the new songs have her talking.
Yeah, I know. That was just that's my thing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say one thing. If you guys haven't seen it, you can go to YouTube and there's a version of it that is just the instrumental with all of, that's Lenny Kravitz doing all of the humming and the moaning in the back. It is awesome. It's so great. And none of her whispering, breathy over the top. I highly recommend it. I'm
here for the Lenny Kravitz tidbits, stuff like that. I need to know that stuff.
So Jim, the lyrics to this was a letter that one of Lenny Kravitz's lovers had written to him. The song was initially credited to Lenny and Madonna, and with like a handshake deal that like she would be credited. I think she would get like what was it? Like I forget.
12.5.
What?
12.5%.
No, but I mean, what was it? Wasn't a production credit. It wasn't even a writing credit.
She was going to get a songwriting credit, I think. Well, right.
She was just going to get a songwriting credit, and then she sued, and then got a songwriting credit. So now it's the three of them that are credited. Yeah.
And
I'm not even saying her name.
The girl who wrote it, who last year actually finally recorded her own version.
Oh well,
with more of her own words.
Right there on the Times. Good job.
Yeah, wow. So like this late in the game.
Like, this is a nice try at hip hop, but it's such a swing and a miss. And if this was anyone else but Madonna, it would be laughed at.
Okay,
like perfect. Severely laughed at. This is terrible.
But that track, you guys, Anyways, and Lenny Kravitz produced it. Jim, I don't know if you knew that. Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. So goodbye 1990. Number 15. Papa Don't Preach.
Wow.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset, 'cause I was always your little girl. But you should know by now I'm not a baby.
let's go to Sam, who dragged this down.
This was my number 17.
Oh, worst song in the album, you think?
Talk at will. Sam, talk at will.
This is the one I have one sentence for, and one word. Nah.
Okay.
It's ouch, you know. Papa don't preach, like whatever. I mean, I could go on about like the progressive whatever coming at it, but I mean, it's Madonna. She's doing what she wants, like whatever. It's not that great of a song. The great song that should have been on here, that's better than Burning Up, that's more of a burner than Burning Up, that sweaty dance floor Madonna is Causing a Commotion.
I got the moves, baby. You got the motion. We got together, we be causing a commotion.
Has always been one of my favorite songs. That would have been way up top. It's such a bop. It's so much fun. It's one of her most underrated songs because, yeah, it's not even on here. It's a bop. Yes, thank you.
Adam showed us the bops paper again.
It's not even on this collection, and it damn well should be. It's such a fun song.
Okay, I'm going to go re-listen to that when this is over.
Me too.
I'll go next. I have it pretty far from Sam, up at number 11. And my sentence is some of her best singing and a killer bass line. She sings the hell out of this.
Yeah.
That was two sentences.
Adam, where do you have it?
I also have it at number 11. Been there, but not with Danny Aiello.
I also have it at number 11.
I know. What are the chances?
Sam.
It's crazy.
Pretty Strings to Open. I love the opening. But then it turns into Living on a Prayer. The verse. You can match that up later, Adam.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
Oh, don't make me.
By the way, when we get to any of your lines, I want to know. You know, like if we're like, okay, we're now at my line.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else anybody wants to throw out? Agree with you that classical music opening is great. Jim?
Yep.
Nice. I want to say one other
rambling.
thing. This was my biggest gainer. I thought, Sam, this would be in my bottom two.
Yeah,
and I
me
got to
too.
say, I thought I always hated the song, but the more I listened to it, there's actually a lot I appreciated.
Because we are in love, because please. I mean, it moved up for me too.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm like,
and what great, I mean, the lyrics, they just make sense. And they just take you
They make sense. It's very timely. Very
I
timely.
am rooting for this couple. God damn it, I want them to stay together. I want this
I
to
like
be
this
real
song
love.
because the lyrics make sense.
But they don't. I don't know.
How do you feel about Echo and the Bunnymen songs? Yo-Yo Man.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's the thing when you're writing songs about a specific thing that you aren't hiding behind anything. You're just talking about a situation.
Yeah.
It's hard to do without sounding trite or whatever.
I think she does it well here.
All right, let's see if Jim, Dan, and Adam keep ranking things exactly the same with only Sam in their way. Guys, Jim, that's one thing I don't have on here. 1650. Number 14 is Open Your Heart.
I see you on the street and you walk on by. You make me wanna hang my head down and cry.
Open Your Heart. Jim, why don't you go first?
Oh my God! I don't think I wrote.
It's one.
I don't think I wrote anything about this. I wrote. Is this the Peep Show video with the 12-year-old in it? Is that this video? Okay, that's all I have to say about it. Yeah.
I had that same thing in the back of my memory. I'm like, wasn't there like a really weird kind of pervy young relationship? Yep, that's this song. Adam, where do you have it?
13. Pass.
Glad you had to look to your notes to remember that one. Guys, I have this at number 13. This is getting weird. We apparently have the exact same views on Madonna's
Whoa.
album.
Wait, Jim was number 13 as well?
Yeah, that's our third. That's our third exact match for the three of us out of 4.
That's weird.
It's weird. This is a 17-song album, guys. Unbelievable.
Okay.
My sentence is: good melody, solid backing track, but I hold the lock and you hold the key. I'm out. Sam, tell us where you had it.
I have Open Your Heart at number 7.
Whoa.
Cracking the top 10.
It's a peppy tune that gets stuck in your head easy, but it's super stalkery.
all things you like.
Maybe not the last part. Maybe most of it, but the last part.
Excellent. All right, we got dangerously close to our first top 10 there. Well, yeah, top 5. I mean, right? Exactly. But we didn't. So we move on. Number 13. Like a Virgin.
Yeah.
I made it through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you.
And this is where we start to split. Let's have some debates. Adam, you're up.
I got it down at number 15.
I respect that.
Billie Jean much?
Is that your sentence?
Yeah.
Love it. All right, we've got me at number 14. That's funny. I thought I was going to be low man on this, so love to see that. My sentence is Betty Boop trying to shock the religious right. Where do you have it, Jim?
I've got it at number 12. Dun, 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 I made it through the out, just out.
Wow! I would have at least made it to the first. Ooh!
I did not make it through the wilderness.
All right. Well, sorry to hear that. But gentlemen, sit down, strap yourselves in. It's time for Sam to talk at length about where Like a Virgin fits.
My God.
He's got a top 5.
Don't talk about strapping anything on when we're talking about virgins. No, I mean, I've got it at number 5.
Wow.
And so again, I had an older sister. This was kind of like drilled into my head. And these are, I will say once again, these are judging the songs as they are on this album, not as they are like their classic version, the classic versions. And I'm not saying that about this song. This song's pretty straightforward on this. And Dan, I agree. Her voice sounds very much like Betty Boop because her register is usually lower, and so this one was kind of strange. It's just that catchy and that memorable of a song for me. But speaking of memory, I can't think of this song. I cannot hear this song without thinking of Like a Surgeon by Weird Al.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It started and I was like, I finally made it through med school. I'm like, that's not the lyrics. but I mean, but again, like, how can you write a song that's that catchy that gets parodied and have it not be a great song? 3 of you think so? I differ. But and so Dan, I wanted to ask, where should we say where our line is when we get to what? Because I've had 2 now that are above my line.
I would say anywhere you think it fits in well, go ahead and tell us. We won't kind of have too specific rule on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hold off then.
Okay. All right, guys. Our first one is, I like that. Our first top 5 is on the board.
Nice.
Moving on to number 12. We're getting dangerously close to the top 10. Our number 12 is La Isla Bonita.
¿Cómo pudiese olvidar? Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. like I'd never gone. I knew the song, a young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away.
Wow, guys, you're wrong. I'm going to go first on this. I have this at number 16. If Rescue Me wasn't there, this would be my number 17. My sentence, I was tempted to say more like La Isla Fea, but that was too snarky.
No.
So I went with Madonna, Stay in Your Lane.
Oh my God! It's like you want to tell the Cure to stay in their lane with the blood. Come on, Dan.
That works.
That's out of bounds.
That works.
Out of bounds.
Where is your
referee.
appropriation line, Dan?
Yeah, exactly.
Where is your appropriation line?
Yeah.
It's when you just throw everything you can think of that's in the genre in one song. that's where it is. Sam, let's lift the discourse again a little bit. Go ahead.
I pegged it at this one. Wait a minute. Strapping, pegging. Never mind.
Jesus.
I've got it at number 12, which is where it sits on the list. My sentence.
That was a humble brag, by the way.
While I've always been indifferent to this song, my wife hates this one.
Excellent taste. Muy bien. Let's go to Adam.
I've got it at number 9. Surprisingly hookier than I remembered.
I've got it at number 7. That's my sentence. It's the best. I love that.
According to my records, you do not have it at number 7, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you're close. You have it at number 6.
Wow, damn it.
Yeah. You gave it too much credit.
Did you mark the same one twice?
No, I know what happened.
Oh boy, carry the one.
Yeah,
he made a last minute change and didn't. Didn't make
update
it
my
here.
spreadsheets.
I almost had that same moment. That's why I knew exactly what happened.
Clickety.
All right, guys, we're up to number 11. Ready? Number 11 is Into the Groove.
Yes.
And you can dance for inspiration. Come on. I'm waiting. Get into the groove, boy. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah. Get up on your feet, yeah. Step to the beat. Oh, what will it be?
Sam, you're up.
Hold on. I wrote down a few sentences I'm trying to figure out.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
This is the podcast about saying one sentence all of a sudden.
Okay. This remix sucks. That's why I have it at number 14.
If it wasn't that remix, if it was the original song, it would be a little higher, a lot higher, what?
Probably quite a bit higher, yeah.
Okay, can we take a second to talk about
Absolutely,
this?
yeah.
Okay, because I was surprised that I cared enough about hearing remixes of some of these songs. And for maybe the first time ever, most of the albums we review are just regular albums. So when they went in and did this, some songs were remixed slightly, not in any crazy weird way, but just slightly different rhythm tracks. And then there's some that are just extended. Same thing, they loop it for another extra minute or so. And yeah, it threw me. So I asked Dan politely, can you put on the old version that I remember? And he nicely did it for a few. But apparently, Sam is judging it on the actual ones, not the ones that were being so.
The spirit that I took it, so like straight out the gate, Dan replaced 2 of them because he replaced them with the versions that he knew from this record, not from like the original quote unquote versions, or they were different versions. Because one of them was which one was like super long.
I'll explain what I actually did. It was bizarre. The version of the Immaculate collection that Spotify features is different than the version of the Immaculate Collection that I have on CD. So
On
it wasn't
CD,
like
right.
I was making decisions of like, this one, let's go original, this
Why
let's
would
go.
they
Right.
do that?
Yeah.
I just went
That's what
with,
I'm saying.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
It was
so
Lucky Star that went on forever on the Spotify version.
Yeah, and Tidal does the same thing. Tidal has the same thing as Spotify.
Really weird.
A couple weird versions. So what I was doing was I was going by Dan's wishes. You're not dead, Dan, but I'm trying to abide by
what I would have
your.
wanted.
I'm trying to abide by your what you set out, the task that you set before us, which was to rank this album, not the original versions, because the original versions, absolutely, they would have been much different. This would have been much higher. There's another one that would have been much higher. But if I may be allowed a second sentence for this one, settle down with the cowbell, Pettibone. Like the remixes just threw me, and I couldn't get past it. But so I was trying to keep to your version of this album, because this is the version that you know. It's not the versions of the songs that I know, but these are the ones that you know best. So I was trying to honor that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be honest. I think I kind of blended in my head, just sort of memories and where I was also with this, versus trying to split too much in one direction. But I love how seriously you took the task. I respect that for sure. Adam, where do you have it?
I would love to tell you where I have it, but I forgot what song we're talking about.
What song are we talking
Into the
about?
Into the Groove.
Okay.
Into the Groove.
Wait, you all talked at the same time?
Into the Groove. It's actually Into the Groove.
Into the Groove, I have it number 12. Average, but catchy, with a nice little bridge.
Mm-hmm. Great. Jim, you're up.
I have it at number 8. And this is written for every man who says at a wedding, "I don't dance," and their wife is like, "Get the fuck out on the dance floor."
That's great.
I love the "At night I lock the door so no one else can see."
Right. So great. Guys, you're all wrong. Jim started to get excited. That's in the right spirit. I have this at number 2.
Oh my God.
Holy moly.
Guys, Into the Groove.
Are you feeling okay? Like, check the temperature up here.
Into the Groove, Jim. That describes me
song.
right now. Guys, this is one of the 1980s best dance tracks.
Oh my God.
This is a great dance song. She even opens it up, and you can dance. It's amazing. She harmonizes with herself on that bridge, Adam, that you're talking about, which is so great. That piano solo, guys, it's up there with Pulling Muscles from Michelle as one of the best 80s piano solos. It's great. I love it.
It's fun.
Anyways, I talked about Sweaty Dance Floor Madonna. This is Sweaty Dance Floor Madonna. It's absolutely fun. I love that actually this was a B-side to Angel,
Really?
which you'll notice nobody's talking about Angel tonight. Was
that a single?
Another song of hers, yeah. That was
Was
the
it on Vision
A-side.
Quest?
I don't know.
Because
Is that the one that Aerosmith covered?
No.
It's actually Juice Newton's Angel of Morning. No, wait, what?
That's the
Morning Angel, yeah. I don't know if that was on Vision Quest. I just read that it was the B-side to Angel, and it became the far more popular track. Yeah.
Interesting.
because it's way better.
Exactly, and it's number 2, you
Yes.
guys. Before we keep going, though, Adam, we didn't name the song that hit number 1 that wasn't included on this album. What is that?
Oh, that was Who's That Girl?
Who's that girl?
Number 1.
Which I always get confused with La Isla Bonita. Who's that?
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you
and
made
I will
my
not be
point.
mashing that up.
Esta niña.
All right, guys,
I
we're in the
like that
top
one.
10. We ready?
No.
Well, here we go.
I'm ready for this.
I mean, yes. I mean,
Number 10 is Cherish.
Cherish, cherish. So tired of broken hearts and losing at this game. Before I start this dance, I'll take a chance of telling you I want more than just romance.
I am horrified at the fact that you guys have this higher than Into the Groove. I will go first. I'm going to get some withering glares on this. I have Cherish at number 15. My sentence is sounds like a gum commercial. That's all I got. Sam, you're up.
I have Cherish at number 11. My line is underneath this song.
Oh.
All of the songs above this one, I really, really enjoy. From this album, from this version, these versions from this album. My sentence: the bridge and breakdown interlude toward the end are some of my favorite parts of the song.
Nice. I'd like to counter that at some point, but fair enough. Jim, you're up.
Oh, I love this song. Number 5. I like a pop.
Jim Unleashed.
I like a pop song. Wake me up before you go.
Totally. Same genre.
I absolutely am here for the Romeo and Juliet. I mean, that is just a great line. Great way she sings it too. The bridge is great. I can't get away. I won't let you. The breakdown a cappella. Just everything about this song is it just scratches that pop song itch that and I'm not I'm not thinking about the videos when I rank these songs at all. It's just endorphins, and so that's why I like it, and I got it at number 5.
Adam, take us home.
I got it up at number 4. And yeah, it's a classic. It's got a classic 60s pop song. It could have been a Supreme song. It's a Madonna song. She wrote most of it herself, whereas a lot of these songs were either co-written or written by other people, but this was almost all her. Yep.
Props.
I never noticed that it does reference the associations Cherish. Cherish is the word I use. Someone mentioned that to her, so she's like, okay, well, I'll put it in there, which I thought was great. And I can't disassociate some of these with videos, but I wonder if the fact that they shot it in black and white makes it more of a classic feel. It's got 80s production. They don't try and make it sound like a Supreme song, but she obviously has an appreciation for older, things, whether it's movies from the 40s or music from the 60s or what have you. The most surprising thing I found out about this song is that it's 5 minutes and it doesn't feel long.
It is?
So we were thinking, oh my God, these remixes that are a minute and a half too long, just because of the same thing. This is probably repetitive too, and I never got that sense. And in looking up a little more to learn about it today, it mentioned something about 5 minutes. I was like, wait, that can't be right. And I was listening to it while I was reading, and it was only, I was having to do the math. I'm like, no way, it doesn't seem like it's long.
Well,
The version on Spotify is only like 4 minutes. That's weird. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't seem like it goes on that long.
I mean, this was off of True Blue, right? Where pretty much most of this album had kind of a more of a...
I have no idea about Madonna album releases.
I'm pretty sure...
Sam said 1982 earlier is when she started releasing tracks, and I was like, that's news to me. Okay, that makes sense, though.
No homework, Jim. I love it.
Two synchronized shrugs from Dan, from Jim and Adam with that question.
True Blue.
No, I mean, just because that album was a lot of that album was very retro feeling. Like that was kind of the whole vibe of that album. So it definitely fit with that. All right, you guys. All right. Cherish. I mean, look, I'm always a little bit allergic to the overly cheery ones. So
is True Blue on that album?
Cherish was on Like a Prayer.
Cherish was on.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. I was thinking it was more of a throwback to a song like True Blue, which is kind of
right.
Cute,
That's what I was thinking too.
And very much
was on that.
When I hear True Blue, I'm like, okay, this is an 80s song trying to sound 50s. When I hear Cherish, I'm like, oh, it just sounds classic. It sounds kind of timeless to me. It doesn't sound like overly 80s, which I like.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to number 9. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love how you ask permission
Number
each time.
9.
Like, hey, if we're going too fast, can I get permission to go to the next track?
All right.
Go, Dan, go.
Number 9 is Lucky Star. Take it away, Sam.
I have Lucky Star at number 10. The funky guitar was always a favorite.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Adam.
I also have it at number 10. Can you be sued by a nursery rhyme?
Right. I don't think she'd heard that. I think that was totally
I'm
coincidental.
sure it had nothing to do with that.
I'll go next. I have Lucky Star at number 7. And I wrote her single best instrumental track and a guitar lick that makes me dance like no one is watching. Back at you, Sam. Jim, where do you have it?
I have it at number 7. You're correct, Dan.
Yes, you are correct, Jim.
It's a classic. My favorite part is "Come on, shine your heavenly light." But the "Come on" is "Come on" is really well delivered there.
Oh, it is a classic. I love it. Guys, I'm going to tell you where my line is now. Actually, my line is 9 and above since we just passed number 9.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
I like
Dan.
the top 9.
It's Lucky Star and above for me, so 7 and above in my rankings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 9 and above, 7 and above. Sam, what did you say again?
Mine was underneath 11, so 11 and above.
11 and above. Okay, that helps. We're starting to get the field. Adam's gonna.
We haven't mentioned mine on either side of the line.
I
so
love it.
I'm waiting.
We will patiently.
Also, I looked up the length of Cherish. And now I realize the album version of Cherish is 5 minutes. Maybe I would have thought that's a minute too long. So never mind what I said before.
Excellent. Hey, anything that makes you feel better. All right, guys, we're up to number 8, and number 8 is Express Yourself. Express Yourself. Jim, you look a little flabbergasted.
Finally.
You were worried it was going higher and higher?
Yes, I was like, why haven't we talked about this song yet?
What is happening with the boys?
I had it at number 15. And all I wrote was, hey, 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 hey.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with those hays, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Well done, but you just made me like it more with that, Jim.
Jesus Christ. Is that why you're wearing the hee-haw t-shirt, Adam? Hey-haw.
Here, let me get a Y and get into a hey-haw.
Adam, where do you have
like
it?
her haze. I have it at number 6. So I actually had it really high. I think I had it up at number 2 originally.
Love that.
For some reason,
I love it.
I originally remember really, really liking it, and also realized that I had mixed up a video moment that I'm going to mention in another one, and I thought there was there's this moment in the song where she sings it and she looks this one way, and I'm like, oh wait, wrong song. Like I went to go looking for it and I realized I had the wrong song, which shows you what a massive fan I am. Okay, my sentence is pretty much what I just said. Had it up much higher, but it fell despite her greatest spoken intro.
Yeah, totally. I know. How can she sound so lame on Rescue Me saying, I believe in the power of love, and yet here when she's like, come on, girls, do you believe in love? It's so much better. It's so much better. She means it here. Totally.
Or Into the Groove. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a thing she does.
Yep, it's a thing she does. Now, I also have it at number 6. My sentence is, it's the Madonna version of Respect.
Okay.
It has so many Aretha vibes to it for me.
Yeah.
Jim is counting.
No,
like
he's giving me the peace sign like it's all good. Go ahead, Jim. Go ahead, Sam.
I have Express Yourself at number 6.
Yes,
So I
that is
finally get to
correct.
join. I get to join in the threesome fun.
Samesies.
Threesome.
You guys like this song too much.
Madonna would want it that way. The more threesomes, the better.
My sentence on this, which I'm going to back up with a bonus sentence, is it's probably her most positive lyrical song and a very catchy tune. Bonus sentence: the remix starts off shit, but it settles into the song again. So that's why this one made it up higher.
It's just
Great
not
song.
catchy.
Look, if you're going to use an extra sentence, I think we need to learn from our Schoolhouse Rock and use a conjunction junction. I was thinking like, there would be like ways we can have all kinds of buts, ands, ors. I thought we were all going to be cheating to get in like more sentences.
We're all being very good. Guys, we don't have to be so good that this just becomes totally clipped and we just run through it and we're done in 10 minutes.
That is not a catchy tune. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Incorrect.
In my defense on the two sentences, I'm trying to channel Dan and his catchphrase that he doesn't say on the pod much, but off the pod he says plenty. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
That's fair. That's my off-pod sentence.
Rules were meant to be broken.
Guys, we've talked a little bit about videos, but we haven't talked nearly enough about videos for Madonna. If we can just do a quick interlude. Like, I'm always the guy of the four of us that said, Jim, you want to be done? Jim, all of a sudden, Jim wants just to have like a 15-minute episode.
No.
Good
I
night
just don't think videos should count for the rankings of songs. Go ahead.
No,
but please.
100% agree.
Okay.
100% agree. But to finish a podcast on Madonna and not talk more about videos in general is crazy. And we haven't talked most. And I was sure Sam was my guy because Sam always starts by saying, I don't know if you've heard, but there's this video show in Denver that I used to watch. And that's how I heard. And,
Madonna would never have been on it.
And see, there we go. There's the attitude. And then I'm always like, I didn't have cable. I wasn't allowed videos, but
hey, dumb guy.
But because Madonna is like oxygen, I was like, these videos I know, and just so often I was like, to your point, like, is that the Peep Show with the 12-year-old? Like, it was amazing how often. This was one where I was like, I remember kind of like a Batman-y vibe, and just went back and watched it and just so enjoyed it. And I'll admit, I went down a video rabbit hole here because Madonna and videos go absolutely hand in hand. And to your point, Jim, I did not let them. I did that after the rankings were done, Jim. I want to be clear.
Same.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And she really is just someone who, like, her fame is partly because of just her wizardry of videos, and deservedly so. Like,
it's not her voice. I mean,
there's some tracks on here.
She's got her moments. And you ranked Pop It Over It's Low.
She's got her moments.
She's got some
but,
really good
I mean,
moments here.
If we're talking about Aretha in the same breath as Madonna, we should not be talking about Madonna in the same breath as Aretha.
But let's go back over every album we've done, and if we're just talking about singing quality, there's a wide range.
I'm absolutely not saying that. I mean, Robert Smith is not a good vocalist by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm going to leave now.
But well, no, I mean, if you're talking classical, that's the thing with my dad. My dad hated New Order because he's like, that's not singing. I'm like, Dad, it has nothing, like, it fits the vibe of the song. I'm not saying Robert Smith is the greatest singer alive. He's not, he's better than Frank Sinatra. I'll leave that to Ian McCullough to say. But, but but that's, I think, to Dan's point, she's a vibe. Madonna is a vibe. And part of that vibe is seeing her. Madonna's like, if you didn't see Madonna for any of these songs, and she was one of the big faces of the MTV era. So if you didn't see her for any of these songs, maybe they're catchy, but no, it's Madonna, and
it's all the parts.
The name,
it's the sum of the parts for sure.
Yeah, exactly. The single name, the videos, the energy of the songs, like the sex sells not only in the songs but then in the videos, and then you come to Papa Don't Preach. It's like, well, we had sex, but I'm keeping the baby, so we're in love and we're doing this thing. It's like, she's so complex, and she does what she wants, but she knew how to play it. Yeah,
she does whatever she wants. She looks how she wants. She sounds how she wants. It's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. I couldn't stop thinking about all that you just said. Way more than whether these songs are good or not is our public perception of this woman. You know, if the music on almost all of these songs is completely average, it could be interchanged with 30 other singers from the 80s.
Right.
She's not a great singer, but she's captivating for a million different reasons. I didn't watch any of her videos, and you know how I usually am the one that will go and watch videos. But what I did watch is some of her Letterman appearances, because she is funny and quick and smart, and she's always trying to be sexy, which now 1 million people on Instagram are doing. And she was like the only person we knew that was always trying to be sexy. And you can't ignore that fact when you're listening to these songs too. Right. It's all, there's so much going on that you're trying to like push aside and just like judge them as songs. And I thought, and that was half the fun, is remembering all this stuff. Like, oh yeah, I forgot she did this.
Totally.
She did
my
this,
gosh, the memories that came back in. And seriously, like packaging a pop star as completely as she did, like, I don't think music's ever been the same. Like if you just look at modern stars, they can't do it without it. Like she was Instagram before there was Instagram. Like just everything was an event. And you look at now, like Beyonce is going to surprise drop an album and show up at the Super Bowl halftime without announcing. And like all of those plans, you can feel the footsteps of Madonna behind kind of like laying some of that. It's more like, how am I going to think about this whole thing instead of just album, singles, tour, next album?
Right. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And her tours were big events too. Like back then and still.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm jealous that you saw her. I would love to have seen her. She was always on my bucket list. It was great. And
I'll admit, like she, you know, I kind of did go down a rabbit hole there too with like set lists. Like she did not just play the hits. She dramatically mixed up. It's amazing how many of these songs she doesn't play on so many of her tours. She withholds so much and she goes into deeper, and she just decides it's about a certain vibe and goes in that direction. Like she is an artist in the way of like, I'm going to put out something interesting, you know?
Yeah. And she also famously didn't lip sync all that much and danced her ass off while doing it.
Yeah.
And poked fun at accusers, saying that she was lip syncing by putting on a scratchy record and having it skip when the Dick Tracy songs were coming. You know, she's funny, you know, and she's
that's great.
Funny.
She's an icon. She's an absolute icon.
I was going to use that word later. That is 100% true. Totally agree.
Yep.
All right. That was good. We got to talk a little bit. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to say that, but I missed you guys. I missed you guys. Let's go to number 7, boys. Number 7, Like a Prayer.
God? Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home.
Let's start with Jim, the resident Catholic.
To quote Dan Pachacha.
No, again, guys. She's a brunette now. I remember that in the video.
There you go.
Use rattle and hum. I always associate with this, just the chorus behind her. Start and stop verse versus chorus. I don't like this song.
What number do you have it at?
14 out of 17. Way down there.
Wow, you do not like this song. Sam, where do you have it?
I have this version at number 13.
Dan.
The same problem as in, no, I don't blame Dan. I wouldn't play him by his rules. Same problem as Into the Groove. I just want to hear the original. I have way more comments, but I have one sentence, so there you go.
Well, we'll see if we get into more discussion. Guys, I have this at number 1.
No.
This is her best song.
I can see it.
This is the one that Adam specifically petitioned me on to say, hey, can we listen to the old version? Like the old version's so much better.
Be fair, I said, hey. But go ahead.
That did not come through in the text. So I allowed it because I don't care. And so we listened to, both versions. And yes, the old version, because of that guitar, is better. There's no question. I do want to give props to one thing about the new version, though, that is better, that it just opens with her going, God.
Yeah.
And then you hear that
Yeah,
choir
that's
come
kinda
in. That is better. And the reason it's better is Sam's like speaking until he's like giving his soul over to after 7 years of her walking that line with like religion and sex and all this, and she comes out with a song called Like a Prayer, which is mired in controversy between the video and the lyrics, which are maybe about faith, but let's be honest, they're definitely about sex. And my wife and I had a big debate about that. Like, my wife's like, they might not be. I'm like, come on, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
She's down on her knees.
Yeah, in the midnight hour. But she, just when it starts with God, I felt like, oh my God, they meet at last. It's just like, after all of this time of like her courting, and just then you hear those like heavenly angels. But guys, shame on you for even acting at all shocked that this would be my number one. Did you learn nothing from the Queen episode? I'm only human, you guys. I cannot resist a choir. Is that not clear? I cannot resist a choir. When the angels sing, my heart melts. It's that simple. This song is full of joy. I mean, it is so... When it just kind of takes off in the second half and the choir's going all out, and I know what you mean, Jim, by the Redland Hum Now. Yeah. It just opens up and just gets so free, and it's just I love it. I just love the whole vibe of it, from kind of like harsh and kind of religious in the beginning to just being like this total party, frankly, at the end. So it's my number one. I do have a story here. I'm gonna boil it way down, but guys, my first month in college, my roommate joined a fraternity. That fraternity got tapped to help out doing security at the Rolling Stones Guns N' Roses concert at the LA Coliseum.
Yes,
with Living Color also. Longer story there to tell. Probably the best concert of my life. But they peeled us off as we got to the stadium, and they're like, you're checking things out in the parking lot. I wasn't part of the fraternity, so I hung in the back because I'm like, I don't want any trouble. I don't want anyone to be mad at me. I was in the very back. They kept positioning people different places at the outer ring of the stadium, etc. I'm the last guy. They walk me down to fourth row center, and they go, your job is the first 4 rows are VIP only. They got to have this laminate tab. It's your job to only let people in who have that laminate pass.
My God.
So I'm fourth row center for those 3 bands in LA at the height of Guns N' Roses powers and the first time Stones were back. Anyways, it was amazing. So many people tried to get by me, and I took my job seriously. I'm like, nope, you gotta have the laminate, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, the Stones start. The first 2 bands have finished, and this dude walks up to me, and he goes, hey man, can I come in? And I go, And he goes, but I'm VIP. I'm like, no, you gotta have the laminate, you gotta have the laminate. And he looks at me, he goes, I am the dude in the Like a Prayer video. And I look up at him, and I know that video so well, and it's the fucking guy. It's the black guy who's the statue who comes to life, who saves her, and they make out at the end, and is she making out with the priest? Like, what's going on? And I look at him, and I go ahead. Like, of course you're getting it. You're the guy in the Like a Prayer video. Like, is there any bigger B-list celebrity? So anyways, that was my brush. That was my brush with fame.
No.
And he owes me for having the best seats at the Stones because of his celebrity.
Oh my God, Dan.
But when I looked at him, I was like, literally, it's him. Absolutely, that's who you are.
Okay, this is in 1990?
1989 even, I think. Yeah, because it was like...
Was this 2 years after the video came out? 3 years?
No.
It was like same year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like, fresh. Yeah. Freshly minted celebrity.
Super Bowl commercial, right? Like Super Bowl commercial was when it was debuted, maybe? Because there was a different Pepsi ad with that song.
Oh my God.
And Pepsi was like, maybe we don't want to be associated with your Ku Klux Klan video.
Burning crosses, maybe not good for everyone.
You can keep the $5 million. Whoa, that was a good get.
Yep.
But they severed ties with her. Like, it's crazy.
And her brand only went up because of it.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Adam, what do you got?
Wait a second. If yours was number one,
oh, did I mess up?
And I haven't gone.
Oh, what?
Does that mean mine is also?
It must mean you have phenomenal taste, Adam.
Holy shit! Well, by far, it's the best song on here musically. It's not even a question. At all. I don't care what you guys say. The way the array, it's finally in a real arrangement. It's not just a bunch of guys plunking away on keyboards with synth bass and synth drums and all this stuff. It's a fucking song, and yeah, it's got a choir, but it's not used in a way that's simple. It's not like call and response. It's like these crazy chords that come underneath in a really unique way that is not in like pop songs. It's dark and cool and optimistic and joyful all at the same time. It's so cool the way they use it. I love it. It was written and produced by Madonna and a guy named Patrick Leonard. It was the first song for the album that she did after she took a year off to act. So she did Shanghai Surprise. Who's that girl? Was that the name of the movie?
Desperately Seeking.
And then she was on Broadway.
Seeking
and this was
Susan.
the first one they came back. So yeah, Dan, I wrote down double meanings. Dan totally talked about that. That's part of the greatness of it.
Totally.
Almost every other song on this album, the lyrics are fairly trite and uninteresting. And this one has layers, and God bless it. It's so good. The producer wanted Brit rock energy, so they got a guy named Chester Kamen, who I've never heard of, but
Jim's moving it up his list as you speak.
Right.
Brit rock.
He had played with Brian Ferry, Louis Sum, Duran Duran. He played with David Gilmour later on. Who did the guitar intro? I never knew this. Do you know?
No.
Eddie Vedder.
There's like that crazy noise in the beginning.
I mean, Eddie Van Halen. Why did I say Eddie Vedder?
That's a really good guess. It was Prince. Sorry, I didn't give you that time.
Oh, I love it.
Uncredited.
That's amazing.
Prince. Yeah. So always loved this song.
Yeah, same. It's funny though, going into it, I was not like, that's definitely my number one, but one listen through, it was ranked at number one, and then it never moved. I'm like, yeah, that's nothing's going to beat that.
And funny enough, I talked about how it's hard to unthink when you're with somebody who doesn't like a song or a movie or a TV show, and you have those little things. One of my best friends, Scotty, this is his least favorite song, and I've heard him mention it a million times, and I know that it somehow knocked it down, so I was almost surprised, and I was almost going to get him as a guest, but I'm like, no, we don't need that negativity. It's such a great song.
Well, and I love you talked about it being more sophisticated, and like I said, I genuinely really like Ray of Light and Music, which I believe, maybe Erotica was between those, but like I do feel like she started to get more serious about the music and kind of a new layer of sophistication, to your point, versus like the early 80s stuff, the synth-based stuff.
Dan, so you mentioned the God part at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was one part that I really couldn't stand, and then that kind of drug it down for me. But I was very interested to read just before the podcast that during this tour, she would do, or the tour before that this came out, she would sing Like a Virgin and play it off very masturbatory on stage, and then from the speakers, like as it like faded out or cut out, you would hear this God, and then it would go into Like a Prayer. So Pettibone, Shep Pettibone, who remixer extraordinaire, he's the one that did this version in this Q Sound, whatever it was, some new like 3D soundscape, whatever. He's the one that kept that in there as like a little bit of a nod to that tour and that segue.
Did not know
so that's why that's in there.
Interesting.
And also like the other point that I was going to make is that, like I said, the remix drug it down for me with this, but the weird thing that I was, trying to be self-aware, I'm like, but I love all the remixes on Substance, on New Order's Substance. So like, why does this bug me? And I think it's just because they're just little, I mean, like there's some that are fairly overt, but it's just enough of a change that I'm like, it doesn't sit quite the same with me than the original one.
It didn't bug me nearly as much. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't none of them are like full on reinventions, right? It's not like Bizarre Love Triangle on Substance, which is like a completely different backing track.
Right.
But it's just like, oh, we're going to just take all the drums out and put out something that's really repetitive. I think they're dance remixes. They're supposed to be repetitive, right?
Yeah, it is a really interesting choice. I would love to kind of hear insight from either her or Shep about why they decided that was.
Well, we'll have her on. Well, Adam, you call them and ask, and then we'll just put that. We'll fix that in post.
Let's see. I've got her under M. All right, guys, we're very close to the top 5, but we are at number 6.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to wait. And number 6 is Holiday. Guys, you're wrong. I have Holiday down at number 12. I'm a little surprised by you guys here. My sentence is empty calorie fun. That's all. So let's move to Adam.
I got it at number 8. Part of the YouTube classic Greatest Holiday Medley Ever by Rookie Card on Fox Rocks.
He even used his one sentence for my band. Amazing. All right, Jim, tell us why we're wrong.
Well, I'm not gonna rep hard for this. It's number 4 for me. I think it's a classic. I love Champagne Supernova by Oasis. Every time it comes on, I know exactly how it's going to go, but I still like it every time. And Holiday's like that. I know exactly how it's going to go, but it's just so good. And I wonder what was happening in the world when this was released, and everybody, just, hey, let's take this one to number 1 because we just need a holiday and it's time to celebrate. And every nation, the harmony on "It Would Be So Nice." I just love little touches like that just make, like I said, endorphins just start shooting off. Do you guys notice the Wild Boys drums? Duran Duran, Wild Boys. There's
I did not think of that.
Yeah, you'll hear it next time you listen. Anyway, number 4.
Awesome. Sam, what about you?
I have Holiday at number 3. So simple, so good, so pure. It's not her first single, but it feels like it somehow. Just like the peppy vibe and like the keyboard sounds.
What was her first single?
Lucky
I thought
Star,
it was.
I thought.
No.
It's
Everybody.
Everybody.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Everybody, then Burning Up, then Holiday, then Lucky Star. Lucky Star, of all the songs we're talking about, is the only one that was that has Madonna as the sole credit, sole writing credit. Part of the reason, though, that this song is as high as it is, and again, it's like these memories that get all mixed up, and we associate good things with them, is there's a song called Holiday Rap.
Celebrate several ways, my good G and Sven. We took the holiday with all our friends. It was a time to relax and let you wear it behind. Exactly 7 weeks, but something crossed my mind.
And it's from 1986, and I heard it. One of my fraternity brothers at San Diego State was a DJ, and he played this the Holiday Rap, and it's using the music from Holiday, and it's MC Miker G and DJ Sven from Europe somewhere. I think it's like Amsterdam or something like that. But and it also uses part of the chorus from Cliff Richard's Summer Holiday from 1962, and it's super cheesy, but was a huge hit in Europe, like number 1s, top 10s. And the funny thing, it even charted in Canada, but it didn't chart here. And my guess is that that was tantamount to heresy. You don't mess with Madonna, the Americans just weren't having it. But it's it's such a stupid, fun, goofy little song that, and it uses the same music. They didn't sample it. They hired studio musicians to pretty much play the exact tune in the same way that it is, the same tempo and everything like that. So they played over it, so it wasn't a sample. But yeah, it's just a fun tune, and
is it a Christmas rap?
No.
Okay.
It's called holiday rap. I see why
Holiday.
It's called holiday
Europe,
rap.
Europe holiday,
Got it.
which is
Got it.
vacation, summer holiday, and so
Totally understood.
Right.
yeah. So it uses the chorus from
Holiday.
Summer Holiday, which is Cliff Richard, and it's we are going on a summer holiday, and da 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 da, and so it goes off like that, and which is the same tune and cadence of Cliff Richard's, and it's just these two guys singing in like not broken English, but you can tell they have accents. And listen to it afterwards; it's super goofy.
will.
Nice.
I'll drop the YouTube link in. It's fun.
Nice. Yeah, the holiday medley that we did is basically that. So on a Christmas TV show, we did a medley of Holiday in the Sun by Sex Pistols. It's always better on Holiday, Franz Ferdinand, Holiday, Weezer, Holiday, and there's like they made it into an infomercial with every holiday song you can think of.
Nice.
So no,
A cheap holiday in other people's misery, bringing it back to the jam. Cheap
There you
holiday.
go.
Sex Pistols.
there you go. Except we're pronouncing that H a little hard. It's definitely Holiday. But
Holiday.
When I saw Madonna in Oakland back in 2001,
Humble brag.
she came out for before you guys had heard of her. She played she came out for a 2-song encore, and the first of those was Holiday, which was fun. I love that she put it that late, and then she
Nice.
closed with music, which was awesome.
Nice. I think it's in Truth or Dare that's at the very end too, and that's the thing I like about it most is this memory of her putting that at the end. And I gotta say, like, it's not one of my favorites, but that intro is like triumphant.
Yeah,
it is
the
such a
intro's
great intro.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And then for me, it's not enough. But all right, y'all, top 5, which means we are all free to talk, whether it's in your personal top 5 or not. Free to roam around the cabin. And so let's start that off with number 5, Live to Tell. Live to Tell is number 5. Sam, take us away.
I have Live to Tell at number 8. It's a good tune with great 80s synths and motifs.
Nice. I also have it at number 8. My sentence was, I called it her In the Air Tonight. Because it's moody. It's about something that happened that's mysterious and dark. I totally feel like she's like, that's what I'm going after. I know it's from the movie At Close Range. I'm going to swipe that stat from Adam. Ha ha.
No.
Yeah. The with a certain Sean Penn as the actor. It just, what I loved about this song was, oh my gosh, Madonna can actually do like moody and mysterious and kind of understated also. Like it doesn't just have to be these big brassy. I feel like this was the first time I remember that I was like, whoa, she's not just like disposable pop hit after disposable pop hit, many of which are great, but this was like her serving notice that there was more to her than just that. And one other thing, I bet you anything I'm swiping this from Jim, and I'm so happy to do it. At 3:07, when it just goes, there's just that pause, that endless, like the music just stops. And then it just slowly turns back, if I ran away. It's so great.
I don't know why you think Jim would do that, because that's the intro to a bridge, and he doesn't seem to like
that's true. He's never been. And just the way the whole thing slows down for a bridge. Anyways, Live to Tell, let's hear more from Adam.
Yeah, I got it at number 7. And because this is chronological on here, when you're listening to this album, it definitely starts at the top. It's not. It doesn't have the first single, but it's going chronological. So I don't even think necessarily that the songs get better and better and better. But here is like a leap. So the one sentence I had was finally some songwriting. That was going to be my one sentence. I also got a new appreciation for it because a certain Posey that I don't really like talking about anymore covered it by himself, and it's great. So, and funny enough, John Auer covered "Beautiful Stranger."
Yes,
but,
brilliant. I love that version, by the way.
Yeah. But that was kind of the first. I didn't know this song almost at all. Not because I was so cool and hated all top 40. I just wasn't on my radar at all. So I was like, oh, okay, that's I mean, when it's stripped down to just guitar and vocals, and yeah, he mentioned the bridge specifically, and I was like, oh yeah, that's good. So
oh my God, absolutely
awesome.
You know, and also in the video, Dan, she's because I always love talking about videos when we're ranking,
right? You're number one at that. Totally.
She also looks a little more mature in the Get Up, if you remember.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, it's a whole different look. It's kind of like buttoned up, classy Madonna.
Yeah,
totally.
What a chameleon.
So anyway, guys, I have a tale to tell. This is my number one. It's the best song.
I knew it.
Did you know it, Adam? Did you?
Well, I mean, I thought maybe, and then mathematically, I'm like, if the three of us have it that far down, I gotta have it.
And like, how surprised are we that Jim likes his Madonna prim and proper? Like that totally that fits.
No, I just love the best possible bridge in the world. I mean, Jellyfish. There's this band called Jellyfish. They have a song.
Never heard of them.
They have a song called "I Want to Stay Home." And the bridge in that has always been my favorite bridge ever, but this is absolutely up there. And it's just staying on the bridge for a second. It's that pause, Dan. I can never get it right when she comes in. When she comes in.
Right, the timing, yeah.
I ran away. You know, and you just can't get it exactly where it is, which I love that mystery.
She waits like just a little extra. It's not what you're expecting. Totally. You're like, wait, Madonna, where'd you go?
I love it. I love the atmosphere of it all. I love the past, you know, like drowning here in summer's cauldron by XTC, and the mosquitoes are going by you.
Amazing.
Anyway, I also love the when artists will, you know, verse and then chorus, but they'll hold the second half of the chorus for the second time they go through it. So a man can tell 1,000 lies. I've learned my lessons well, you know. And then she goes back to the verse, and then the second time, a man can tell 1,000 lies, and then after that, she goes, the truth is never far behind. You kept it hidden well. And I just, it's such great songwriting here. It is in 1990, when we were in college and this was being played along with all the grunge that was hitting and all this stuff, there was always just, you know, whoever was in charge of the CD player at the time. I remember just having to stop, you know, I didn't stop the party. I didn't have that kind of power, but I always just stopped for the bridge. You know what I mean? Because if this is on, I can pretty much have great conversations about baseball or whatever I was talking about that had nothing to do with the music in the background until this song and this bridge, and I would just be like, guys, best bridge ever. It is the prettiest song. It's the best song of the album. It's number one. It was number one when you said let's rank this album. I said that's my number one, and it never changed.
Nice. I love it. I love that this is number one for one of us. That's great.
Yep.
Great song. All right. Well, three of us have revealed the number one. There is one gentleman who is stingily refusing to tell us so far, so we'll see where that shows up. Let's move to number...
But will I live to tell?
Oh, boy. No. Come on, Sam. Puns on this podcast are not tolerated, okay?
Verboten. I'm sorry. Mea culpa.
I just noticed that something I haven't talked about is pretty far down. Anyone else have that? Just out of curiosity.
Meaning you've got something still really low that you haven't.
Yeah, I was like looking to see, like, we're talking about. I'm like, oh wait,
no, I've emptied out all my low ones, so I'm not. Yep.
I'm with you, Adam. Let's go.
Oh, okay. You got an anvil. Anvil? Are you an anvil in your pocket?
Anvil incoming. Well, we'll see how well it does. At number 4, this might be an anvil. We've got Material Girl.
Correct.
Jim, let it fall.
It's my number 10. How 80s is this song? I mean, this is just the epitome.
Yes.
This is the song that the cover band plays. You know, when you go to an 80s like revival cover band that's at a local bar or whatever, and you go, oh, let's go, you know, I love the 80s. And then they play this song instead of that Cure hit that you want to hear. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this isn't the 80s that I wanted to hear tonight. So,
you're so much cooler.
Yeah, I mean,
still retaining the attitude.
And Dan, when I watched the video, I was like, oh, it's such a good little video.
It's a great video.
Yeah, but
Oh my
it's not a great song. Anyway, it's number 10.
I think we're going to have some counters to that, Jim, starting with me. I'm going to go. Number 5. This is my number 5 song. You know, you guys mentioned earlier, Adam was talking about Madonna is funny. Madonna is funny, and this song is the musical proof of that. Like, this song just has sense of humor through and through. This is 80s. It's the height of... The reason this is so 80s, partially, not just the sound of it, is... it was the decade of capitalism and crass commercialism, and this song just like put a stamp on that, and she owned it. Between the song and the video, like she absolutely owned it. Guys, Adam threw out this idea that we should each do a greatest hits, and I think I knew I was going last, so I had the luxury of time, so I just kept debating and changing my minds, and I don't know, it could be this. I didn't rush it. And one day I was driving, usually it's Adam with the driving stories, and I just had good old-fashioned radio on, and this song came on, and I hadn't heard this song in forever. I hadn't queued up Material Girl in forever, and I was like, holy shit, does this song hold up? Like, I hear you about the 80s stuff, but it is catchy as hell. It's funny, it's unforgettable, it's a very simple melody. This had to be one of John Bryan's three-note, but I'm in for it. You know,
that's right.
Mondrian only painted with red, yellow, and blue, and it worked for him. So I'm okay with like the three basics. It just when I heard Material Girl on the radio, I'm like, I'm doing Madonna. This was the song I heard that convinced me. I'm just like,
wow,
easy now.
Wow.
I heard it on the... it's funny. I've probably been hearing Madonna on the radio all the time for years and just didn't think about it. But like, since you know how we get in our brain, like totally. We're obsessed. When we are about to do something on the podcast,
it's everywhere. And it's everywhere.
Oh my God. I've heard so much Madonna on the radio, and I heard Material Go just a couple of days ago, and I was like, God, it sounds great. I completely agree with you, especially in your placement. I also have it at number 5.
Yeah, and for me, this was the Another One Bites the Dust of this album, where with Another One Bites the Dust, what I said was, old me was like, ugh, this song, like so tired. And I listened to it with fresh ears. I was like, no, this song fucking rocks. And I felt that way about Another One Bites the Dust with Queen, and I felt that here with Material Girl. So take it away. I mean, Adam, take it away, Adam.
No,
take it away more.
Right? Unless Sam has it at number 5 too, because that would be...
Sam may not have it at number 5. Where do you have it, Sam?
Okay. No, I haven't said what I was going to say, which is...
more Adam. Gotcha. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
God, you need a new host, guys.
No, I agree with you. I mean, she came up sort of in dirty clubs, you know, and she's not exactly Kesha though. So it's tongue in cheek, but she lives large, you know. But she hated being tagged with that nickname.
Right, that was it, right?
Once you sing "I am a Material Girl," you're gonna get called a Material Girl. So, as ironic as it might have been a little bit in the video, she's kind of like trying to
Marilyn
make it
Monroe.
Seem like she's into like more down home folks and not you know rich people offering her jewels or whatever. But it was produced by Nile Rodgers, and he got his chic bandmates Bernard Edwards and Tony Thompson to play on it, which is kind of cool. It has the best dumb guy vocals on the album. The material was absolutely DGV at its best. She met Sean Penn on the set of this video. That's the interesting trivia.
Really?
Yep.
What was he doing there?
Yeah, seriously.
Dunno. Hanging out. He's a big Marilyn Monroe fan, and he heard some new singer was recruiting.
Robert Wall.
Amazing.
Who did I say looked like Robert Wallen on one of our podcasts? Oh, the drummer from Violent Femmes. They look exactly alike.
The other thing about that, Adam, like she finally sets the record straight on Express Yourself, where she sings, "You don't need diamond rings or 18 karat gold fancy cars that go very fast." I was like, oh, look who's had a turnaround. Sam? Adam, you done? Sorry. Yeah?
I have Material Girl at number 4. Not too much higher than y'all, but it's a classic. I'm just going back to it because it's the note I have. I don't love the ending. The regular version just fades out, and this one just has some like weird, like herky jerky, like and it's just like, the fade out I think is just fine. But I just know the original version so well that it's just one of those things. It's like, oh, this is different. Always made sense that she ended up doing Santa Baby on the very special Christmas after this. So you want to talk about pigeonholing yourself. She definitely did with that. But it's very much in the same vein, way more Betty Boop even than the other song, than Like a Virgin. Yeah. And
here to me it works though. Whereas I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah. It does. Yeah. And I cannot stand listening to Santa Baby, her version. Like I'll take Eartha Kitt way more than Madonna's.
So agree. That's always on my list of like worst Christmas songs versions of all time. It drives me crazy.
Oh, Future Islands just came out with a version of Last Christmas today or this week recently. Nice. Anyway, sorry. I don't know if Adam will have this edited by Christmas that people can go late. But yeah, it's a great tune. It's classic Madonna, number 4.
I love this. I could not be more excited. We're down to top 3. My mind's not even processing what is left. I'm trying not to think about it.
My mind is blown that one of these songs is in the top 3.
Oh, really? And yet one of them you're largely responsible for putting in the top 3 as your number 1. Let's see what we got at number 3. Number 3 is Crazy for You.
Swaying room as the music starts. Strangers making the most of the dark. 2 by 2 their bodies become one.
Who is the least crazy for this song? Yes. Looking around.
Come on,
Adam, drop the anvil.
My one sentence was, Kenny G is my made-up fact.
Come on.
My God.
That's your one sentence. That's it. All right, who's next?
We don't need to hear anymore.
No, it's top 5. Go ahead, fire away. Justify your.
I thought it was your own top 5.
Holy shit, we haven't heard that one. Oh no, we already talked about Justify My Life. Oh God, I had a heart attack there thinking that was top 2.
No.
All right. Okay. I don't want to buzzkill you guys loving this song,
but
it's no.
Okay.
No. It's so funny. I don't know why this week I've been thinking about it so much. That I really don't like shit talking songs, and I just don't like it. I've already said that. Like I think a lot of these songs are simple, and this one she didn't write, and it sounds like she didn't write it. It's super cliche rhymes that sounds like it was written by a 6-year-old. It's a nice little melody, but I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Come on.
What's the Kenny G line? What's the Kenny G line?
Okay.
Oh my God, that clarinet that's like kind of going through it.
Well, Kenny G played sax though.
He played like a, what do you call that thing? It's like an alto.
sax. Yeah.
It's total. That is.
It's a different sound. It's a different sound.
It is not a different sound.
It's a different sound because that's.
It's a different section of the orchestra.
I'll get to it in a minute. I'll get to it in a minute.
I'm next, so I get to debate that first. I have it at number 4, so a long way off from your 14, sir. Crazy for You. Okay, first of all, look, if we were doing Ramones, you wouldn't be sitting here going, oh, simple, simple, simple. Like, simple, there's nothing wrong with simple. Simple can be fantastic.
Can be.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, this is like the first time, at least I remember her, like the ballad came out, the slow dance. This was the one when it got played at the school dance. Like you're like, oh God, I need a partner for this. I need a partner for this.
Right.
And maybe the first time she started to add some mystery. We were just talking about The Live to Tell, where she obviously cranked it up, but all of a sudden it wasn't just, oh, a Material Girl, Lucky Star. Like all of a sudden there was like this extra shade to her that I loved. Her voice isn't as good as it is on other stuff, but she still sings the hell out of it here. I love. And Adam, you're the first person, because I gotta say, I've had this conversation so many times where someone's like, I didn't really like Madonna. I'm not really a Madonna fan. I'm like, but Crazy for You? They're like, oh yeah, Crazy for You is great. Yeah. That's always the one like, okay, we can agree on Crazy for You.
Nice.
So I had it number 4. Sam, where do you have it?
I have Crazy for You at number 2. I agree with you, Dan. The like a little bit of the mystery coming in, because this was on the soundtrack to Vision Quest, which is a movie I never saw, but just loved the song. This song could have been higher for me, but in the end, I realized no, there's a better song. But as far as nostalgia and just having like those memory hooks in a song, this is it for me. Literally, and this is why I mentioned this, Adam, literally the very first comment I have on this song was, have I said how much I love the clarinet? Because I love the clarinet. I absolutely
No wonder you were so defensive. I love it.
So that it really, I love the sound of the clarinet, the warm sound of it, and it almost any song you put it in, I'm gonna like push that song a little bit higher. But it's not, I don't feel like it's used a whole lot, but it's just, and
Dream Academy.
Yeah. Well, I mean in this song, I meant in this song, it's not used in us, but also, Dream Academy, great. There's a remixed version of Say Hello, Wave Goodbye by Soft Cell that has a clarinet intro, and it's fan-fucking-tastic. I love that version so much. But this song is lower lip bitingly good. Like, it's just one of those, you're like, little white man's overbite.
Love white man overbite.
The bass synth in this tune is iconic. It's so good. And then when she breaks it down, I'm crazy for you. Just that spoken.
Here she nails it.
So good.
Sam, please preach.
I love it.
And part of it is I had a girlfriend in 9th grade, and this was our song. And in spite of that,
there it is.
In spite of that,
I still have great memories of this song, and it's just one of my favorites. I had it number 2.
Wait, did you ever take her to Red Rocks? Yes or no?
9th grade, I couldn't drive.
I did.
So, no.
I love that you use the word nostalgia here, because obviously all of these songs kind of take you back to the 80s, but there is something about Crazy for You. I totally agree. When I hear Crazy for You, I'm a high schooler again. There's just or middle school, I guess. But
your school dance comment totally nailed it
more than
too.
the others, and maybe that's why, because just I can place this at those dances. Anyways, Jim, take us home on this one.
Well, I got it at number 2. Sam, you're absolutely correct. This is the one you assigned this album, Dan. I started my homework listening to this in the car on the way.
Not
to
on
work.
a run.
And this is
who are you?
This is I did not sing out loud in the car until
Love
this
it.
and I mean,
and you belted it, and you belted it
as soon as she says, and what I'm dying to say, and I was like, fucking, I'm dying to say it too. Jesus Christ.
You complete me, Madonna.
It is, guys, the background, everything. I've noticed that my theme is, if there's a background singer's doing the right thing underneath her, then I am absolutely
as long as it's not like a prayer.
Bop and bop, bop, and it's exactly. It is so good, Adam. That bop.
Those are good. Those are good.
Touch me once and you know it's true. I've never wanted anyone like this. I mean, that is such a great chorus. We're going to talk about another excellent chorus, but that is such a great chorus. And I'm sorry she didn't write it.
Very middle school.
I'll tell you what, she sings it like she wrote it, though. Like she owns that song. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
touch me once and you know it's true.
Adam, I don't know what happened.
I feel like I'm agreeing with you on the chorus. I think it's the verses where I tuned out because I didn't like the verses. But man, you're totally right. The chorus is great.
It's built into that chorus though. That's what makes the chorus great
and beautiful.
All right, that's exciting. I'm into it. Number 2, guys. There's only 2 left. I can only think of one. I don't even know what I'm missing.
Oh wow!
Number 2 is
What are you looking
Vogue.
That's the way it should be.
Wow.
Strike a pose. Look around. Everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go. Go around. You try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know.
Jim, you just finished us on Crazy For You. You start us off on Vogue.
Okay. Can I say before I tell you where I ranked it that this is the perfect dance floor song? This is You Be You is the message. And just like Chubby Checkers, the twist, you know, it's like it gives you a direction, you know, like this has been done throughout. No, I'm just saying it's been done throughout all of rock and roll, right? Like all the way back to that the twist. It's not done better than this, though. This is just the ultimate in self-expression. I know.
Wow. I mean, self-expression. I was gonna say hokey pokey, but you're right. That's everyone being the same thing. I think,
yeah, this is You just go do what you want. You know, use your imagination. I know a place where you can get away. It's called a dance floor, and here's what it's for. I mean, that is such a great line. It's simple and it's good, just like the Ramones. I wish they would have ended the album here. And my last little comment is the background singers going Vogue. Totally reminds me of Schoolhouse Rock.
Totally. Brilliant. Did not connect that at all.
I ranked it at number 9. Way down.
Wow.
Jim, I'm with you. I mean, love the song, but I also have it at number 9. Look, we've thrown some slings at Shep Pettibone tonight at times for the production, but I believe he originally produced this song, and he deserves a standing ovation. Like, this is him. You know, I think of like the Shep Pettibone Behind the Wheel remix. I'll never, you know, that's the first place I go with Shep Pettibone, and yeah, great. And this is just it's just Madonna started to get smarter and smarter about like hand some shit over to the producers and like let them kind of run with just like a great track. And I just love all those horn hits, the way it begins, right? First of all, another spoken word intro. I don't think I thought about how many, but what are you looking at? And then just you got those strings, you got some snaps, and then strike a pose, and then those drums come in. Oh my God, the way this song builds is like, you're like, yes, bring it on. I mean, talk about, you know, Jim's talking about the dance floor. That's when you're grabbing your date. You're like, we got to get out there. You have time. You have time to get out there.
Right.
It's, I don't know, 45 seconds in before like the thing starts to kick in. It's so great. Not one of us didn't think of the video when we thought of this. Like,
of course.
You used the word icon earlier, Sam, and this is where I just 100% slapped the icon label. I mean, obviously, so many times before this, she'd already like defined herself, but this was like her pulling out yet another thing that just everybody knew this. Everybody knew what Vogue meant, you know, on the dance floor and what you did, and just an awe. The thing that knocks it down is that rap, guys.
Greta Garbo.
That rap is, I'm throwing a flag on that, and I'm knocking it quite a few notches for it. It takes me out.
The worst line, Dan, is that they had style, they had grace.
Yes.
Like,
I gave good face, though.
Keep listing names, please.
I feel like I grimace. I feel like I grimace every time I'm on the dance floor and they get to that part like, can we get through this? Anyways, let's move on to Adam.
Whoa. Okay. That means it could be Sam's number one, but we don't know. Only Sam and Dan know. Only half of us. Yeah, I got it at number 2. And this wasn't just a remix. This was Pettibone had remixed other songs of hers recently, and so the label was like, "Do you want to just start? You build it up." So he wrote and produced like all the backing track, and she came up with it, and it was on the Dick Tracy soundtrack. It wasn't in the movie. It was like they said some songs are inspired by it, so it's got that throwback referencing
Batman thing,
the old stuff. But it couldn't be more modern, since she was talking about a very popular dance in New York clubs, or maybe not just New York clubs. But so here's your La Isla Bonita. She gets in some cases accused of appropriation, but she just like took something cool and shined a light on it, and all of a sudden it was like huge, and it's so fantastic. And as far as the dance songs go, it's easily the best.
Sorry, cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
What
maybe not cultural. I'm sorry, but like it was in gay clubs. It was a huge gay club.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And she made it mainstream. Yeah, I mean, all of music.
I mean, like, poor us, our favorite band is popular now. Like, whatever, I don't give a shit. And she did something cool and interesting with it. So it's no hokey pokey. It's great, but as far as like the actual production, it's miles above the songs she was doing 5 years ago, but that's all of dance music in that 5 years was advancing. Right. It's like the Beatles between 63 and 66. Yeah, that's incredible, but that's all of popular music in 3 years as well, So Dan talked about all that great the building of it. It's just it's so miles above those 80s songs or earlier songs from me. Interesting. There was some controversy in the group Salsoul Orchestra sued them because there was some horn and string parts that were in a song of theirs called Ooh, I Love It, Love Break, which Pettibone had actually produced. They lost in court because he convinced them that he hadn't actually sampled it. He just redid it like your holiday rap, funny enough. But and the video, of course, we thought of it. Most people remember the cone bra. That's where I forgot that's where that came from.
Me too. I thought that was Express Yourself, and I went to go watch Express Yourself. I'm like,
literally the exact opposite, because I thought that the lace top was in Express Yourself, and I was like, that lace top was something for how old were we? Anyway. But I got it wrong. I Googled the image. I'm like, was it in that? And there it was.
So funny.
Oops, sorry.
We swapped our Madonna tops, apparently. Harmless mistake.
All right, Sam. Either has it at 1 or 2.
Go ahead, Sam.
I have Vogue at number 1.
I knew it. Awesome.
He's a dance boy.
Just really quick, the what are you looking at part? That's and again, like, that's why, and I think we said it somewhere in the text or something like that, and you were like, no, that's great, and I'm like, okay, I'm sticking to Dan's vision on this album because you like that part. For me, it has no place in the song because I just know like the video and from radio, and that it wasn't on there until it was like remixed on this record. But aside from that, it's another classic and a complete vibe of the time. The video, the dance craze, just everywhere. It felt like and we haven't really talked too much on this podcast about how much Madonna was a part of gay culture and just came up in the clubs in New York in the 80s, and this was kind of like the pinnacle of that, or I feel like, at least at the time. Like, I mean, she kind of built up to it, but this was very much at that at that time. It really kind of like was such a huge part of the video, the dance craze and all that sort of stuff. I mean, the song, is because of that. And I will say that I don't mind the rap at the end, but one thing that occurred to me, and this is, I say this all the time, 2022 Sam is a lot different and notices things like this more. It's all white people. There's no other, like, these are all the standards of beauty that she raps about, and they're all white people. And there's no other, like, Mexican, Spanish, Black, Asian, like no other people that she name checks.
That she raps
from
about,
other
or in the
cultures.
video? Oh, that she name checks.
That she raps about. That she raps about. So like that's one of those things. I'm like, maybe not
But
today.
is
that
she
wouldn't
just
fly.
doing like matinee idols from the 40s, or is she?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm constantly like, in our stupid cover band things, I'm like, will anyone get this, or this? Or more specifically, I'm dressed as an old man, and I'd love to reference only stuff from the 40s and earlier, but I know that like people aren't going to know most of this shit. So you got to go with like the most popular things. And who would have been like a Josephine Baker maybe, or somebody like that? Like, I don't know who she would have put in, but I hear you.
I mean, she does Brando and Jimmy Dean. That's 50s. DiMaggio. Like that's 40s? That's just a name. I mean, he's connected to Marilyn Monroe, but he wasn't that good looking. Like
he was a sex symbol for a lot of women's.
Yeah.
Totally, dude.
And at least the video.
Not Sam's type. If you could see the face he just made.
Not into the sluggers.
I never thought of Joe DiMaggio as being a sex symbol.
I'm more of a Mickey Mantle kind of guy.
Mic drop.
Yeah, no, I mean, huge mic drop. But anyway, moving on from that, this is, I had this at number 2. I had Crazy for You at number 1. And as I was going through, and this was probably a week ago, like I'd locked this in pretty early, but as I, was giving it a couple last listens, I was like, no, this is a way better song than Crazy for You. And not better as in, like the nostalgia piece, but just better, like you said, production, like what she's singing about. It's not, super in-depth lyrics like Live to Tell or whatever. It's not, into it or spooky or whatever. It's just a fucking dance song, and you get out there, like I think it was Jim said, like you hear it, you hit the dance floor, you're going. And Into the Groove might have been number 2 if it was like the regular version, kind of to your point, Dan. But to me, this is Madonna's best song.
Before we move on, Dan, I'm sorry, I screwed up. I switched them both. Comb Bras was Express Yourself. You're totally right. I screwed up both. I don't want all the hate mail that we get when I screw up Madonna's fashion lineage or whatever.
Lace top was like a virgin, wasn't it?
No, it was
the black lace top.
The black. I was thinking of the white lace top. My bad. Yeah,
lace
you got
tops. It. Speaking of Madonna being everywhere, once you look for it, like once we're working on the podcast, all of a sudden, like the artist that we're working on suddenly jumps up everywhere. And Sam, what you were talking about her being a gay icon, did any of you see 3 weeks ago, she kind of came out as gay in a TikTok video? Like she mysteriously insinuated. Anyways. I don't know what to say about that, but Madonna's got to be part of the conversation. She demands it, so
that's great.
There you go. She's not who she used to be, literally.
Well, but add that to the list of artists where that's true. But yes, I agree.
Yeah, but recent plastic surgery. We mentioned that Ian McCullough is a good-looking guy, and we mentioned that Ride was a good-looking band. I just got to say somewhere in here that Madonna is so stunningly beautiful. In some of these videos I'm watching, I'm like, I don't want to get into it, but there were so many times where I'm watching, I'm like, wow, I forgot how great she looked here. I'm like, wow.
She changes her look. She keeps changing her look. It's
all
great.
Those different looks.
She does.
I loved that too. Like that. Such a chameleon. I'm surprised we haven't mentioned Lady Gaga even once, who like so clearly is studying from that playbook. In terms of the sheer number of things she's doing, tries to surprise you every time out. I love it. Right. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting.
Yeah. I love Lady Gaga a lot. I think she's a stellar artist too.
Nice. I would agree with you. Guys, Jim's not agreeing.
Yeah, me and Jim are like,
keep going.
We're to number 1, guys. I could not be happier. I am very surprised, and I could not be happier.
Yeah.
So
number
surprised.
1, guys. It's not often that something hits number 1 that none of us picked as number 1.
Right.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, but here we are, and number 1 is Borderline.
love this song.
I can't wait to talk about
Now
it.
I'm curious who's lowest.
Can't wait to talk about it. Take it away, Sam.
Yeah, I've got it at number 9. It's good. It's, it's above my line. It's above Lucky Star. It's below Live to Tell. My sentence about it was she does a great job in the song with her voice. You can really feel the emotion in it. And I'll just leave it at that because y'all clearly liked it a lot better than me. So pump up the borderline, y'all. Woo.
Love it. Why don't we go to me? I'll go next. I'm so deliriously happy, you guys. Like I said, Like a Prayer kind of took over number 1 and wouldn't move, but I was rooting for Borderline the whole time. And I thought I was going to be the only person to rank it as high as number 3. And I was like, damn it, like these guys don't understand Borderline. And I was preparing like my defense. Now I can just exhale, right? Like I can't believe it. And here's part of the reason.
You sound like you just won an Oscar.
Well, guys, here's part of the reason I'm so defensive, though. So we've talked about this before. I always endeavor very hard to not look at Spotify play counts. But once something's locked in, I'm tempted because I'm sort of curious, like what are the kids listening to? Like what's getting the streams? And in general, you're not going to be surprised. I mean, there is some more newer stuff, but it's Material Girl, La Isla Bonita. Are you kidding me? Like a Prayer. Just for the record, these are at like 242 million. Okay, so those are all coming in at 242 million. Now, I need a minute because Borderline's not even in her top 10. But if I go back to her first album, 242 million, guys, Borderline, 9 million streams.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people? It's nowhere in the universe. And I was like, this is crazy. Now, one thing I'll say, the one ding is this is slathered in 80s production. Like it is just oozing 80s. But why do I think I love Borderline? I think if you start from the top, like Adam said, like chronologically, and I loved the way, was it Adam or Sam that talked, or Jim that talked about like Live to Tell is that leap forward. But the first leap is actually at Borderline where it's like sexy dance, like, kind of empty. And even if you include some of the singles we talked about, and then all of a sudden there's Borderline where like you can hear emotion in her voice, in my opinion. Like she's starting to sound a little hurt, some despair. And like, I think this is the moment you're like, this kid's a star. Like this is not just going to be dance track after dance track. There is a spectrum of emotion and she can get that shit across the line. And the bass line, we haven't said enough about how many great bass lines there are on this album, even if sometimes they're synth bass. Like they're just so catchy. The lyrics are great. I don't believe she wrote this one either, but the lyrics are great. And just the way she delivers it, it just hits me. I love it. This is one of my, Jim always talks about crowd-pleasing favorites to play around a campfire. Borderline on acoustic guitar, just sung as a straightforward ballad.
What? Really?
It slays. It slays. It's great. At first, you're not even like...
Possum Dixon covered it.
What's that?
Possum Dixon covered it.
Oh, interesting. At first, you're kind of not even sure where it's going, I feel like. Anyways, it's my number 3. Adam, where do you have it?
I also have it at number 3. And it's so interesting because it's probably... Okay, so we listened to this album in order, and it's probably the order that we heard these songs because none of us, I don't know if Sam might have, but like we didn't own the album. So it's whatever became popular on the radio and we heard through osmosis. But what was fascinating to me, and I don't know enough about her, discography or whatever, they're all on the first album. So the first album has Everybody, her first single, Burning Up, her second single, but it also has Holiday, then Lucky Star and Borderline. And that's the order that they were released. So I don't know when they were recorded, but they all ended up on this first record. Maybe she did singles and then an album, but for all I know, Borderline came before Holiday and Lucky Star. But what you said, Dan, is finally we're hearing some emotion because it's more than Holiday, it's more than Lucky Star. It's just a better song overall than Holiday or Lucky Star, which are the first 2 songs on this album. So every time I've listened to it for this podcast, those are the first 2 I hear, and I'm like, it's not doing it for me. And then Borderline, I'm like, and then with each one, Borderline got higher and higher and higher. The first 2 never.
Interesting.
never got higher for me, but Borderline did. It was written and produced by a guy named Reggie Lucas, and I don't know, there's just something about it. One thing that we didn't discuss, and I made one little note that like I got to work this in somewhere, is that one thing that she does really well, even though she's not the greatest singer maybe ever, is that she is great at vamping over outros. I couldn't believe how many little bits I knew from like 10 different songs. I was like, oh yeah, come on baby, come on darling. I knew that easily.
Totally.
I don't love Madonna, so I thought, but here I was singing along to all these outros over Holiday, Lucky Star, and this. I was like, wow, okay, interesting. Was not expecting that.
Great.
But this one especially, the Come On Baby, Come On Darling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but Jim also hit one in the fade out. The da, 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 it's really sweet. It's super cute. So our friend Brian, who I've mentioned before on the podcast, sometimes he likes to just get us in the car and drive us to random locations of note around LA. And one day, I can't remember if there was a third one, but we were going to 80s video locations. We went to the roll-up door that's in Beat It, and then he took us to this just random like garage thing, and then we're like, okay, don't know this. And it was in Borderline when the guy drives her up before they go inside and she spray paints the car. You just see these like two roll-up doors, and I'm like, wow, that's obscure, but I loved it. That we went out of our way just so he could show that to us. Love it. Anyway, that was my grower. I didn't have it anywhere near my top 5, and then in the end it was number 3. So love it.
That is a friend everyone needs to have, by the way. That's amazing. And this is one video I didn't go back and rewatch, so now I'm going to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that I remember, like, now that Adam was talking about it, how she's like, you know, supposed to be doing fun stuff and spray painting, and then she like turns and spray paints the car, and then her boyfriend or whoever the guy is gets mad at her because the car wasn't part of the stuff that she's supposed to. Right?
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
You know,
says Madonna.
I have it at number 3 too, and I thought it was going to be number 2 until Crazy for You. You know,
we did the same thing. We did the same thing.
This is the first song I ever heard by Madonna. I remember it. I did not have the album, Adam, either, but I did borrow it from my next door neighbor, who I moved into San Diego, California from Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1983. And the last album I remember getting in Tulsa was Michael Jackson's Thriller. And so here I come into San Diego going, okay, you know, what musical direction am I going to go? Next door neighbors are two amazingly beautiful, like high school. One's in high school, one's in college, and I'm 12 years old. And their names.
You're the boy from Open Your Heart.
Oh no.
Their names are Pat and Pearl Tanjwakio, if they're out there somewhere. Anyway, they were freaking awesome, and so I was like, hey, you know, they're like, what are you listening to? And I go, I don't know. And they loaned me 2 albums. This one, Madonna.
No way! So you kind of did have this album.
Wow.
Yeah, and DeBarge. Is that just the last name of the?
No, it's DeBarge. That's the whole thing.
Okay. So at the same time, I met some guys down the street named Adam and Paul, who became my lifelong friends.
They're
and
like, get rid of that shit.
They were like, here's Madness and the Specials. And I was like, okay.
You're like, I have an important choice to make. Door number 1, door number 2.
It was an easy one, and I went ska. But anyway, I really love this song. I love the first opening licks. I love everything about it. It's such a great pre-chorus, you know, just try to understand. And then it's got the greatest chorus. I mean, I guess she didn't write all of them. But anyway, God, there are great choruses on this in her catalog. And this is just the best one. I love it.
She did, so the writing credits on this album are Madonna and Reggie Lucas, except where noted. He has a soul credit on Borderline. And another song, and Holiday was written by somebody else, produced by John Jellybean Benitez. I think everybody remembers that name from the 80s.
It was her boyfriend at the time.
Right. And so, I mean, that's part of it, but also he produced some great songs.
Yeah.
So this is one of the ones that was just written by Reggie. I think I copied the written by the credits out of the Immaculate Collection credits, and it actually has her name on this, but the album listing does not have her name on it.
Interesting.
It's so great.
All right, Jim, you may notice that I actually botched. There were some ties along the way. I see how hard it is to see that when you're looking at scores. Do you want to recap us?
Yeah. Okay, so last to first, Rescue Me, Justify My Love. Going up, Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart is tied with Like a Virgin. And now we're at number 12, La Isla Bonita. Into the Groove, Cherish, Lucky Star, Express Yourself, Like a Prayer, Holiday, Live to Tell, and Material Girl are tied for 4th place.
Yeah.
Crazy for You, Vogue, and Borderline.
Wow.
Those are the group rankings.
You know, what was fun about that one that I think is different from almost every ranking we've done, I can't believe how many of those songs one person sunk it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's really interesting. A lot of us were shockingly consistent, especially Dan, Adam, and Jim. Was the crazy how many the three of us shared out of 17. I still can't believe that. But someone always threw the anvil on this one. It was crazy.
All right, so Adam, over to you. What are we doing next?
Yeah.
So we postponed our wildcard episode, which we do on our 5th, 15th, 25th, 35th, on into infinity episode. And we went through a bunch of fun themes, not an album, and each of us picked our top 5 that we would like to do for that wild card. The last time, it resulted in us doing a top 5 live albums ever. And in this time, it ended up in a tie at the top. And I said, do you guys want to settle this on the air? And they said, yes, fuck it, we'll do it live. And I'm okay with either. So that way there's an odd number, and whichever you three decide, we'll do. So we each came up with our 5, and it was all a tie of 1 vote for all these other ones, and nothing got 2 votes. And then these 2 were the top. So would you guys rather do your 5 favorite cover songs of all time, or the 5 best songs off of a year-end 91X countdown? And we'll pick a year.
So just point of order, this would have been our... this would have been our 25th?
This would have been our 25th episode, but since we were doing greatest hits, I think Dan suggested we're on such a roll with greatest hits, let's not split it up, and he was right, as always. So here we are doing this one after the fact.
I proposed the 91X, and let's choose Sam's favorite year in music, which is 1985.
Way to try to appeal to Sam. Okay, wait, I'm going second.
Right.
Because I propose cover songs. So, Sam, you get to be our tiebreaker.
Oh, shit.
It's all on you, Sam. And Sam, you can pick your favorite cover songs.
Wow. And it's funny because when Adam said the 2 choices, he started with cover songs, and I'm like, oh yeah, doing cover songs. I've got some great ideas for cover songs. And then he did the 91X one. I'm like, gosh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like
so.
Fun.
Whichever one you hear last, you want to do.
Is that like some like mentalist trick that magicians do?
I'm sure it is.
I think I would rather do a different year from 1985, but I want to do the 91X year end.
Oh, he's leveraging his power to gain his year also.
That's so interesting, because I thought if we do the 91X one, which now it appears we are doing, that we could do Sam's year that he's mentioned several times. But if I had to vote for a year, I might not pick that one. So why don't we settle what year it is elsewhere? Because that could be any number of things.
How about first year? How about first year they were on the air?
I want to hand. I'm going to propose a motion to hand all power to Sam. He got to break the tie. I want him to also pick the year.
Whoa!
Even though he didn't agree with me, and I'm angry.
Let's settle it off air.
Sweetheart.
Jim is not willing to give over that power.
Well, he suggested their very first, and that's a good one.
Let's try it on the air. I want to know what each of you wants to do for a year, because now I'm Adam. I'm.
What was their first? What was their first?
The only reason I don't want to do the year
83.
The only reason I don't want to do 85 is because I think when we talked about it before, Adam talked about how they were switched. Like someone switched it at the last minute. And,
True.
But we're just picking our top 5 off the list, so that won't matter.
You're going to pick out of what you'll do is you'll look at 91 songs, you'll pick your top 5 and your least favorite. I see. And then I was also going to suggest that we pick some other song that we think should have been on there, or a favorite from that year. I have a few years that I liked, and 84 was kind of a big one, only because that was the first year that I listened to it. I like 83. I like 85. I like pretty much anything through 93. I think would be great for us.
I say let's do 2001.
So Dan, if I may bring back your favorite catchphrase, but chop off the end of it and just go with "fuck you." I'm not doing 2001 from 91X.
I love it.
There would be some Limp Bizkit in there
for sure. All right. Any chance we can close this before we wrap up? No, you guys want to have a longer debate?
I'm okay with the first year. I'm okay with 83.
For sure.
I'm okay with that, Dan.
Rock and roll radio.
We have consensus. 83.
Okay, so we'll do 91X's 1983 year-end countdown as our wild card. This is going to be a fun one.
Super fun.
Thank you for all the greatest hitsing, you guys.
Yeah, great idea. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously, great idea. That was fun.
Nice one. All right, so we'll see you guys soon. Please follow We Will Rank You at We Will Rank You Pod on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and let us know how you would rank this week's tunes. Sam writes about music on the web at yourolderbrother.com. You can find Adam's music page at You're Doing Great, that's YERDOIN. Please subscribe, rank, and review our show at your favorite pod place, and send us a note with suggestions and flattery to wewillrankyoupod@gmail.com.